You're watching FanDuel Sports Network, the home of the Pacers and Fever.
Every night in the NBA, stars rise. Some in the sky.
Masterful from SGA. Siakam for the lead. Morant with a running start. Element. Oh, it dunks. Oh, my goodness.
Others on the hardwood.
Edwards, the flush. Is he feeling good tonight or what? The steal by Hero and a slam.
They shine with brilliance, guide with greatness, and light the way for millions watching.
Oh, Clippers!
Like constellations, champions are built.
Congratulations, you're the 2025 NBA champion.
Some are already legends.
Yes! Yes! Why for the win? Yes!
Some are just beginning to burn.
Ben Carroll to the basket and the foul. Wemby with the one hand.
While others are looking for their path to greatness.
LaMelo! Yes! Here comes Donovan. He scoops and scores for the win. Got it!
This season, the universe belongs to them.
Holy cow!
The stars are out. Now it's time to shine. The NBA launches tonight on FanDuel Sports Network.
Weren't we just here 126 days ago? The Pacers beat the Thunder in Game 6 of the NBA Finals. Game 7, not as much fun, but a new season with some uncertainty and a great amount of anticipation tips off tonight. Obi Toppin and the Pacers play the Thunder. Yes, an NBA Finals rematch on opening night. Chet Holmgren is in the house. The scouting reports need to be updated just a little bit. The MVP is here as well. These two teams forever linked by what we saw this past June in the NBA Finals. My name is Jeremiah Johnson. He, of course, is Eddie Gill. You're going to see some familiar faces on that Pacers roster. We've got great continuity as well. 9th season to my left, the player perspective, Eddie Gill. What are players inside that locker room thinking on opening night?
Yeah, well, typically it's a longer offseason than what the Pacers have had, and you'll take that each and every time. But still a fair amount of anxiety coming into this moment, starting a new season. A little bit of a new team, obviously, with no Halliburton, no Turner in that starting lineup for different reasons. TJ McConnell is out. So a lot of things going into this opening night, but have the opportunity to make amends to what happened in June.
We have 2 goals on Pacers Live pregame tonight. We want to look back, also need to get some thoughts on the future. We'll do that on Indiana Members Credit Union Pacers Live pregame. What can this team do for an encore? Now, the Pacers will not have the services of their All-NBA performer, but their 2025 All-Star is in uniform. Pascal Siakam is embracing a bigger role on and off the court, and technically, this is the 8th straight game against the Thunder, and if you count the preseason, 9 out of 12. To beat this team, you have to slow down Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We'll preview the matchup on the FanDuel Sports Network. You know the drill by now. Time for 3 things you need to know. The Pacers have hit the century mark in 109 straight home games. Longest active streak in the NBA. Benedict Mathurin, you see his average as a starter. He'll start tonight. Last year, averaged 21 points per game in games that Tyrese Halliburton did not play. Injuries affecting both teams. Of note for OKC, Alex Caruso, concussion protocol. J-Dub, Jalen Williams, still recovering from off-season wrist surgery. This is your first opportunity to see that 2025 Eastern Conference Championship banner, the second in Indiana's NBA history. Let's look back at that memorable run to the NBA Finals.
The magic carpet ride for the Pacers is not over. They'll play for an NBA title in Game 7.
You know, it's very rewarding. You know, I think anytime you get to play at the pinnacle of basketball, you know, NBA Finals, Game 7, you accomplish a lot of great things. And
everybody on the team was pretty, pumped up to the end. We were pretty proud of what we've accomplished.
Spin move, Mathurin, shot is good, and a foul! Nembhard launches his three-pointer, it's good. They just keep pouring it on.
Man, it was an exciting experience, super competitive learning experience. To put it lightly, it was fun to play in those big moments for sure.
I think the chemistry and the joy that our team plays with is just infectious.
Neesmith catches fire. Once again, rattles it in. His fourth three-pointer.
You know, just what we were able to do for the city, the excitement we brought back to Pacer basketball and just NBA basketball in general. You know, it was a special year.
I think it just showed out like our resilience. I think like no matter what was happening and you know, people not having us to win and you know, people doubting us, like it just didn't matter. And one of the things for us was just stay together no matter what.
I can't really put it into words, honestly. Our fan base just rally around us, just go on a run like that. Definitely the funnest year of my career thus far.
Gets into the paint again, pulls up, jump shot, got it again. As McConnell gets inside and banks it home and knocks down another jumper. TJ tenacity here in the first half.
I was just honored to be a part of that. It was so much fun, and hopefully we can get back to where we were last year, but got a lot of work to do, and just excited for it.
We have a great team, great leaders, great coaches who established the culture here.
You lose one of your best players, it makes sense that like, expectations are going to be a little bit lower. But for us, we're about keeping our standard, playing to where we think we can play at, and just competing and trying to stay together as much as we can.
That's not our mindset. That's not how we're looking at it at all. No, I think we can still do a lot of special things even with our guy being down. So it's gonna be a fun year. It's gonna be a different year, but you know, we make special things happen always.
So many remember where you were when moments, Eddie. When you hear those comments, when you see that footage from the NBA Finals, what comes to mind?
The joy of it all. It was a magical moment. It was just a pleasure to be a part of it and just watching guys experience it. I really enjoyed seeing it all unfold.
Now, they will not have Tyrese Halliburton. You saw some of those clips. You know that for this season. How do you replace him, and what do you look forward to seeing in a big picture perspective?
Yeah, ultimately it's a collective effort. You're not going to replace Tyrese Halliburton with one player. Andrew Nembhard is a completely different player. He brings a lot to the game, and he does it in a different way. It's a collective effort to fill those gaps in which Tyrese Halliburton did such a terrific job for this team in this last couple seasons.
Much more still to come on Indiana Members Credit Union Pacers Live pregame. Do want to share news from around the NBA earlier today. Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier was arrested and charged in relating to a sports betting operation. Also, Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups arrested in relating to a fixed poker game. The NBA releasing this statement. We are in the process of reviewing the federal indictments today. Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups are being placed on immediate leave from their teams, and we will continue to cooperate with the relevant authorities. We take these allegations with the utmost seriousness, and the integrity of our game remains our top priority. Much more still to come. Again, we'll continue to look back and we'll look forward. Those images from last season's finals run as we count you down to tip-off on the FanDuel Sports Network. Pacers Live pregame is brought to you by Indiana Members Credit Union, a proud sponsor of the Pacers for 16 years, letting you know at IMCU, it's you that matters. We've got a programming alert for you. You already love the Golics. They're moving to 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Then check out Countdown Live with Stan Verrett at 5:30 Eastern as he preps you for the night's action. All the sports you need, all in one place. And it all starts Monday, October 27th. Time now for the Tom Roush Historical Flashback.
And we have a chance at home NBA Finals. Like, we have to together all step up, and it's going to be down the line.
Jalen Williams has his pass deflected. Halliburton steals it into the open floor. He got it to Siakam, who threw down the right-hand tomahawk. It's a 20-point lead. Rebound punched outside. Shepard fires from the top. He hit it, and that's going to count. He hit a three as time expired. The lead is 30.
Time now to play your game with FanDuel. Each and every night on Pacers Live pregame, we'll offer 3-player props, the same game parlay possibility. Our first leg, Aaron Neesmith, Eddie, to score at least 15 points. Even odds for Aaron Neesmith.
Aaron Neesmith has been a critical piece to this Pacers team the last couple seasons. Great to see what he has become thus far since joining the Pacers. coming over from the Celtics.
Guys will have to pick up some of that scoring slack with Tyrese Halliburton out all season. Pascal Siakam, a minus 125 favorite to score at least 20 points.
I look to see Pascal Siakam facilitating a lot more offense in the absence of Halliburton, whether it's him scoring it or finding teammates making great decisions out of those double teams.
Pascal Siakam, tough to stop. So is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, averaged 32.7 points per game last season, most in Thunder franchise history. We're showing him to score at least 30 points in this one, a minus 205 favorite.
I referenced getting things done by committee. It's another aspect of the game. You have got to throw multiple bodies at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander throughout the entire night.
He scored 35 Tuesday in a double overtime win against the Rockets. Aaron Nesmith at least 15 points, Pascal Siakam at least 20, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at least 30. Put it all together, the same game parlay with odds of nearly 4-1 at FanDuel. Every day to start the NBA season, all FanDuel customers can choose your reward. Choose between profit boosts, no sweat bets, and bet tokens. However you play, the power's in your hands. Your game, your choice. Only at FanDuel. An action-packed third segment is coming up next on IMCU's Pacers Live Pregame. We'll bounce around, show you players, starters on both teams. Chris and Quinn, join us as well. Stay with us. Pacers Live Pregame is brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards for all your home improvement needs. And by Ascension St. Vincent, listening to you, caring for you. 12 games last night, 2 on Tuesday. The wait is over for Pacers fans. Boomer bringing the players onto the court for pregame warm-ups. It is opening night. Gamebridge Fieldhouse. We could not be more fired up for Indiana Members Credit Union Pacers Live Pregame, and we're going to bounce around both lineups, tell you who you need to know about, and to help us do that is Quinn Buckner. Quinn, it is great to see you when you're back in this building and you see Pacers Thunder. What do you think of?
Well, I think of these as two really good teams, quite frankly, and that's the way I look at this. This year's going to be an adventure, I think, for both, because they've got to figure out how to hold on and be tough enough to get through the season. Pacers got some adjustments they've got to make. That's what I see. But what it does, it gives you something to look forward to, I think.
All right, Pascal Siakam will have a big responsibility, not just tonight, but all season long. Quinn, we'll start with you. Eddie, you can chime in. He's up to this challenge. What do you need to see from him?
Well, I think the thing you're going to see more of is, one, the three-point shot. Eddie and the three of us have been talking about that. I think he's got to be a little bit more of a playmaker than he has. But for me, I'm very comfortable putting the ball in his hands as anybody on the floor, because I think he makes great basketball plays on both sides. But particularly when you give him the ball, he knows what to do with it, Eddie.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I love his back-to-the-basket play. I love when he gets into that free throw line area, a little mid-post action, being able to see where the double team come from. One of the places where I also really like to see him thrive in is where he gets it in transition and he's able to attack a bigger guy in transition, be able to draw multiple bodies, kick it out to three-point shooters, and or get to the rim and finish.
We did not have to wait long in the offseason to learn who would go into the backcourt in that starting lineup with Tyrese Halliburton out. Rick Carlisle said Benedict Mathurin would get this opportunity. Eddie, he's going to take some bigger defensive assignments as well this season.
Operative word, and I love it, is opportunity. This is something that I'm sure he is at the edge of his seat. He's been waiting for this type of opportunity where he will get extended run, extended responsibility, and answer the bell. He's the biggest competitor that we have on this team.
And I like the fact that a lot of what Eddie said, what you're going to see with him, he's going to be a little bit more active offensively. I think what they want him to do defensively, that's great. He can get the ball in the basket with anybody in this league, and I think he's going to look to do that. But he's going to be a quicker decision maker. I think that's going to really help him be much more effective on the offensive end. But getting to the foul line, that's what he does.
Andrew Nembhard has started 175 of his 208 games as a Pacer, but it's a little different all season long, Eddie, being the primary point guard.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a different animal what he's going to face here in this season here, but it's his natural position. I think he's going to thrive in this position as well. There has been spot games where he had to go to the starting point guard position, and he's excelled in that role. You referenced him being able to take on the toughest defensive task. Benedict Mathurin may get some of that, but I love to see his playmaking opportunity here this season.
I totally agree. I think he's a natural one, if you will. And what you had with he and Tyrese while they were on the floor, you had basically three playmakers if you include Siakam in it. Now he's got to move back to a natural position. But the thing I like about it, that it's not like he flips a switch. He just kind of goes back and forth. He flows with it, and I think he's going to do a really good job with it. I think you've got to take some burden off of him defensively and allow him to be what he can be offensively, which is deliver the ball and make shots.
You probably know more about the Thunder than most Western Conference opponents, given the history between these two teams. But let us check out the current perspective. Our own Pat Boylan recently caught up with Thunder reporter Nick Gallo.
Jeremiah, thank you. Nick, hunger can be a challenge sometimes for a championship team trying to repeat. Now, Oklahoma City is not your typical champion, a lot younger than a typical champion, but I'm wondering where you feel like their hunger level here is as we enter 25-26.
Well, I think the same, because they've tried to take the same approach day in and day out really for the last 5 years. I mean, their mantra has been 0-0, and that means that every single game, every possession really, they try to get to that mental scoreboard of 0-0, really clear the decks and understand that being present in competition is the only way that they can have success. Chet Holmgren said it the other day, if they're worried about what happened a few months ago or what's going to happen a few months from now, they're giving themselves no chance to win that day, that moment, be it on the basketball floor or in the weight room or in the film room.
What are you seeing from SGA as he tries to follow up such a fantastic season?
Well, he's a relentless worker. He's a creative worker. Every offseason, you see that he's doing all sorts of different unique physical activities to get his body primed and prepared for a season. He really tailors his offseason to be really geared to what he wants to do out there on the floor. He has been sensational so far, obviously in the opener against Houston, but even in the preseason, just looking so sharp. And this is a guy who, time and time again, in every setting, he gets better from one summer to the next and does a great job of recognizing how he can help not only elevate himself, but his teammates.
Nick, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Eddie, the Pacers got 7 games of trying to defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander a year ago. How might they defend him here tonight?
Well, listen, the biggest thing here is being able to stay in a ready position. You have to get into his body before he gets into yours. He is seeking contact at all times. There's a lot to unpack here in this particular play. First and foremost, you want to keep him out of the middle of the floor. Once he gets lower than your hip, you are at his mercy. He's going to draw the foul. He's going to draw fouls on the big, maybe the primary defender. He's kicking it out to three-point shooters. There is a litany of problems that happen there. We talked about his ability to get to the free throw line. He's one of the best in the game.
Chris Teneri joins us now. Chris, what did you think when the schedule came out in August and you thought, season opener at home? Playing the Thunder.
I thought, what is the NBA doing? But it's a great opportunity to test yourself here early in the season. Again, these two teams as familiar as anybody with each other. Should be an exciting night.
We are looking forward to it each and every night on Indiana Members Credit Union Pacers Live Pregame. Eddie Gill will share his Chevy keys. What are you watching tonight, Eddie?
Well, listen, as you play this team here, especially in this opening night here, you got to manage emotions, right? This is something that is going to be a main part of the start of this game. I think once the ball goes up, they get into the flow of it, things will work themselves out. But the second piece of it is make sure you are the aggressor because this team attacks early and often.
We're expecting a large and loud crowd. We will show you those pregame festivities. Chris, the center position, it's worth watching tonight for the Pacers.
No question, because the Pacers have a rotation of 4, and I think you could see on a nightly basis 3 of those 4. That will be interesting to see what Rick Carlisle and his staff do tonight and on a game-by-game basis.
Chris and Quinn standing by. Quinn's getting ready for game coverage. You know this team will work hard. They're going to try to prove those doubters wrong and have another highly successful blue and gold season.
Look around. It's still our squad. Same conviction, same resolve, same hunger. Don't you think one setback changes who we are?
They gave everything they had and fell just 1 game short of their first NBA title.
Indiana basketball doesn't fold that easy. We don't flinch, we fight. And we hear what they're saying about us.
This team doesn't have much of a ceiling.
This Pacers team does have.
I just don't see him getting over 500.
That's not how we think around here. Doubt? Don't live in this locker room. And it sure as hell don't live in Indy.
Yes, sir.
We believe in the grind, in the heart it takes to outwork them all. That's not noise. That's a bond, built in the street and marked by our sweat. So when they doubt us, and they will, when they sleep on what's coming out of Indiana, we'll remind them who turns hustle into highlights and who makes every possession a problem. Because this team's got too much heart, too much Indiana DNA to be counted out. Not now, not ever. So let them hear it.
Yes, sir!